What's going on, y'all? I'm here. I'm like trying to tweet and my phone died. I was right in the middle of my tweet. I see you, Jason Finch. Andrea Kelly has what to do with what exactly? I don't remember Andrea Kelly getting indicted. Do you? Let me know what I'm missing. Wow, Wayne, Miss Ashanti. It's just who's here? Because it's only two people here. Where everybody at? Okay, Wayne, I'm gonna move this over to the member channel then. I told you. That's what I want to do. All right, I'll see you over there. All right, so I moved over to YouTube. I'm about to move this bitch. We going to the member channel. See you there. I'll see you there. Peace, world, peace. We in the Goddess Lounge. Yeah. Where's everybody at today? Well, it is Monday. I'm gonna start off by talking about what Wayne called me about right before I came live. He let me know that the verdicts are in for the XXXTentacion murder case, or the unalive case. I'm gonna have to work on that. I'm gonna pull that up though, because that's big news. These guys did this like broad daylight, on camera. I mean, what did they expect but to be caught? And of course somebody gonna snitch. Yeah, breaking news. Guilty verdicts for all three men in unalived robbery of XXXTentacion. Jury deliberated for more than 6 days after 4 weeks of trial. Dedrick Williams, Michael Boatwright, and Trayvon Newsom now all face life in prison. So, Wayne, are you here? Did you make it over here, baby? Did you hear that? Hey, Baby Yoda. Who are these people? The people here or the people who were on the screen before? I think you meant the females. Let me get off of this topic and then we'll get right on back over there and I'm going to tell you who it is. Happy Monday. So these gentlemen, of course, that's not the term they should be called by. They actually did something just disgusting by taking that man's life. He was XXXTentacion. You remember him? Young rapper. I don't even think he was 20 or 21 years old. He might have been like just turning 20. He was a very independent thinker. He was going places, that's for sure. But unfortunately, this is what happens when you carry a lot of cash on you, you high profile, you rolling around, you know, just real blatant with it. And you are not protected. You don't have a bodyguard, security. The friend that was with him ran, jumped right on out the car and took off. And I guess that's what you're supposed to do if you're not armed, I guess, or if you're not equipped to handle the situation. Get out of there. Keep your life intact. So yeah, that happened. So now they're waiting on their sentencing. That's the next step. And Wayne told me when the sentencing was. Let me text him, actually. I'm going to call him, actually. This is the instrumental to the Mariah song that I thought was new, and it's actually like hella old, but it went viral again, or it went viral in general. Where are you at? Are you in the member channel, sir? Yes, I switched over. I'm just talking to you. I'm like, let me call him because I don't think he's here. I got the XXXTentacion story up. I'm looking for answers that you got. Now, when did you say that the sentencing date was? April 6th? Okay. All right, well, let me get off this phone, child. Bye-bye. Oh, I hung up when he was dumb, did he? So that's for you, Wayne. Michelle Hurd. Hey. All right, so what's on the screen currently is XXXTentacion's KILLERS. Yeah, that's right. ERS. Okay, they were convicted. Breaking news today. Sentencing is going to be sometime in April. I didn't follow this case closely because it was very triggering for me. My history, my past gets a little loud when I'm looking at something like this. There he is. I don't know what happened. You got lost, Wayne, on these YouTube streets? I know how it be. Everybody seemingly got lost because it was like 2 people over there. What was that about? My new channel doing better than this one as far as video views. One of my videos is over 6,000 and climbing. Okay. But anyway, it ain't about that. It's about y'all because you guys, are y'all even over there yet? Let me, oh yeah, the channel, everything is below this video. So when we finish here, just go on down there. You can copy and paste the link to the new channel. You can go to my Etsy store and buy some of this fantastic, fabulous aura and room energy cleanse. My little spray. I also have a love spray. You coming on? I'm dropping the link. I'm finna get off of this XXXTentacion story though, but I'll let you speak on it if that's what you want to do. I'll hang out and wait on you. I'm about to get into this SWV XSCAPE drama as well as Tamar. She is also now in the mix. Her and Kandi are going back and forth. Tamar got some allegations. I'm gonna play her little. I think it was an Instagram live. Tamar is always in drama, but also Kandi is always in drama. But Kandi is on Real Housewives where the drama lives. So Tamar, she's been on so many reality shows, including her own family's, where all the drama was at. That's where all the drama was at, was the Braxton house, child. And usually in those cases, you look at the mama. That's what I'm seeing in the SWV situation. That's what was going on with Kandi. Evelyn Braxton, she didn't seem very toxic. But we found out how things went down when she was a little bit younger, had a little bit more fire. You know what I'm saying? Oh no. We got Wayne Tiger now. Going on? Wow, we not wowing anymore. We growling.
I wasn't supposed to put that in there, but yeah, we still always Wild Wayne. Oh, let me fix that. And done did it.
You good?
No, I'm good. Not with my name up there. Wow. Okay, let me fix that.
Dun, did it. It's
Yes,
Monday.
that yeah, they got convicted. It was four of these guys, but one was snitched on them to lose less time. So like I'm trying to figure out.
And he was the
It was
driver, right? Like the getaway driver.
yes, a real big fat guy, and yeah. So he told on everything to lighten up his sentence, but
Let me see what this
yes,
says. It says
I
the
got my
trial
name up
span.
there.
What was that?
I have my name up there. Wow. Okay. Done. Did it?
Oh Lord,
Okay.
it's too early. It's 3:11 here. What time you got?
I got 5:11
Oh
p.m.
shit! It's after 5 o'clock somewhere.
Yes.
Okay, so the trial spanned for 4 weeks as prosecutors laid out testimony, surveillance video, and cell phone records tying each of the three men to the crime. Defense attorneys tried to refute evidence and point to others as responsible, but the jury did. They said, we're just happy the family was able to be here and see justice done. That's what the prosecutor said. The rapper, whose real name is Jose Onfroy, was gunned down outside Rivas Motorsports. They had that whole video from, I think also from the bank when he went to go withdraw the money. They had all this surveillance on him, and it was so sad to watch. He was so young and just hasn't even
Yes.
touched the world yet.
But he was like one of the 2014, 13, a younger crowd. I don't know too much about his music, but it was just a sad case of how he got deleted like that. You know.
I just that word deleted. But it does go to my theory is, the fact that we are actually in a whole video game right here. We are characters in this game. So to say deleted, that kind of fits. But yeah, they said that so this was in Deerfield Beach, Florida.
Yes.
Well,
And
you're
some
talking about
some
Florida.
some of my questions was like, like when they say like uh the death sentence, and then some people saying it's 25 to life,
They said
and
he said he's facing life.
so I don't know if they're gonna get the needle
They're not getting no
or
needle. Did you hear me, Wayne? They facing life. That
Okay.
means
What?
not getting death. But let me finish. Maybe they're gonna address it here. Um, it says that he was robbed of $50,000 in cash and then shot to death in his car. It's unclear if there will be an appeal. Plah. Wow. We have to reevaluate what's going to happen here. I'll have to explain to him his appellate options. I don't think he was offered a fair trial. They always say that. That's the defense attorney. You know why they say that, right? Because repeat business is the best business. That's why. Last week, jurors had asked to view the defendant's social media accounts as well as GPS data or maps to calculate distance between points mentioned in the case. And this is how it's going down now with these juries. It's not just the prosecution and even the investigators on both sides who are doing this like real deep dive technology. Like they got this is the jury. The jury is like, we need to calculate the distances between these points. We're not even trusting the cops. We want to see this for ourselves. And this is a different breed of persons because me, I'm not trying to be looking at all that like that. I just want to hear what's going on. Show me what happened. And like, that's it. I don't need all that. We saw it on video. But it says Boatwright, 28, the shooter, Williams, 26, the ringleader and getaway driver, and then Newsom, 24, the second gunman, were found guilty of first-degree murder and armed robbery. Sentencing is to take place Thursday, April 6th. So you had that right. So the getaway driver and ringleader, was that the one that testified?
Not the. I'm not too sure of the ringleader,
I don't
but
think
it
it
was
was
the
the
it was the
ringleader.
driver.
Yeah, because he
It
was
might
the
be the driver.
because they are saying ringleader and driver. That means it's the same person. But he definitely was on the stand saying he didn't know nothing. All I know was I got $5,000 to drive. Um,
Now, what I saw was when they got convicted of the crime they did, the three guys, um, on the same day, different times.
are you there? Okay. Miss Michelle heard. She said it's 6:12. Okay, so you're 3 hours ahead of me. Yeah, it's evening time. You guys should be winding down right about now. I'm still It's still middle of the day for me. I was up all night. I do have a new video on my new channel out that I posted. I had to work on that yesterday and it was giving me some issues. But that's kind of why I didn't go live over here. I actually was planning on it, but I don't know what happened to Wayne. He was mid sentence. Are you there? Okay. Well, I'm gonna keep reading from this article about XXXTentacion since I was on it because I like to finish what I start. It's just a couple paragraphs left. It says, was during the month-long trial, prosecutors tried to link the men to the shooting through extensive surveillance video plus cell phone videos they took of them flashing $100 bills. Wow. Prosecutors also had the testimony of a fourth man, Robert Allen, a former friend of the defendants, who said he participated in the robbery. He pleaded guilty last year to second degree M-word and awaits sentencing. Defense attorneys had accused Allen of being a liar, trying to avoid a life sentence. They also said prosecutors and detectives did a poor investigation that didn't look at other possible suspects, including the Canadian rap star Drake. He and XXXTentacion had an online feud. And I believe X did tweet something like, if something happens to me, blame Drake or something like that. But, I don't know. Drake, I mean, I'm not going to say they don't do stuff like that on Drake's level as far as putting hits, I hope YouTube is not going to ban me for this one, child, because they just love shadow banning this girl. But yeah, put hits out on people. And there was like some tension, but that's a ridiculous theory. And they wanted him to come in and testify. The judge allowed him to sit that out, though. Oh, there he is. Okay, so I can kick Wayne Tiger up out of here then.
I'm sitting here. Can you hear me? Hello?
You
Dum
sound
dum
like
diddy.
you sound like you inside of a volcano.
Okay, hold on.
Oh lordy, and I'm loud.
What the hell?
Okay, I'm gonna kick your other channel thing out.
Yes, Wild Wayne, please keep
While Wayne, he is trying to
having
communicate
issues.
with us. He just put me on mute. Okay, so where was I? So Drake, yeah, no. He and XXXTentacion had a feud. X was a platinum selling rising star who tackled issues including prejudice and depression in his songs. He also drew criticism over bad behavior and multiple arrests, including charges that he severely beat and abused his girlfriend. And I believe he has a son, a young son as well. I think, okay, this is not, okay, the story's over. All right. So I'm going to move on to SWV and them. All right, hold on, y'all. I'm frozen. I'm hoping y'all are there, child. Hold on. I see you. Yo.
Hopefully that's my right name.
Dum,
Uh,
no yawning in the Queen's Court, okay? You yawn one more time, you banned.
dum dum diddy.
You're wrong. The
Damn.
Queen's.
What up, baby Yoda?
All right.
Can you hear me?
Baby Yoda. Yes, I can.
Baby Yoda. Baby Yoda in the house. Baby Yoda in the house. In the house. In the house. Okay. Yes. To give everyone an update real quickly that we was talking about XX whatever his name, Tiana, his three convictions, murders,
Just call him
has been
X.
convicted. Yeah. I mean, if you could give a short version real quickly.
I just finished the
And
article.
okay, so now we on the SWV and they fighting. I want to be on stage. You can be on stage. You sing our song. We sing our song. One of the girls, I heard that one of the girls have polo, bipolar, or something like that.
It's Coco. Let me see. Did I have my other pictures? Did I bring them? Did I send them pictures?
Hey, baby Yoda. Wow, Miss Michelle heard. I heard you. I heard you. Dum dum diddy. Jam. Okay.
Did you sing that at that time as well, or you just picked that up recently?
I sung it before.
You've been singing that for 20
Yeah.
years?
Uh,
I'm serious. That's
yeah.
just a little thing that is something that I think most of us know, but it's like to hear it is like, wait, did he just say what I thought he said?
Yes. Dum dum diddy. Okay.
Okay, let me oh, that's right. I was doing all that stuff and then my phone had died, but now it's charged. Okay. I got all these damn phones and nothing is doing nothing for me. All right, so go ahead and talk to the people for me. I'm gonna mute myself real quick so I could do something. Thank you, Wayne. Wayne,
Okay. Hey,
close now.
what's up, everyone? And Darcy Duffy on the mic. Wow. Okay. To give y'all an update, y'all need to go down to the description and find out about her new product, and y'all will see all that below. But I really would like to tell y'all about her new channel, Blaze Adams 24/7. Go over there, like, share, and subscribe. Check out some of the contents over there. and we could do a follow up on that. Uh, y'all share this video to aunts, uncles, fathers, and everyone. So, how's everyone doing out there? Thumbs up. Hit that bell for everyone. This is very hard to do. I hate to do solo. I'm on. Oh, SWV solo. Okay. Uh.
Never let them see you sweat. Don't let them tell them it's hard. It's not hard. It's easy as smooth and easy as butter. You got it. You doing perfect. I found links to Tamar. So I'm gonna start with Tamar and Kandi, and we'll move into SWV and Escape from there. Baby Yoda, do you know who these ladies are? Because I think this is who you were asking me about. Do I need to drop the link, or are you otherwise occupied? I'm gonna drop it anyway, just in case somebody else might want to hop up in this mud. I don't know. You never know.
I'm surprised I hopped up on here.
I'm glad you
Oh wow.
did. So when we back over to the public side, don't act shy.
I keep that in mind.
I'm gonna do it and not even say nothing. No,
Okay. Wow.
you won't even know. I got all these pictures, but I didn't send them to
I'm
myself.
sorry I put my last name up there though. I got no next time. But yeah. Um. Okay.
Got it though. You got it.
We'll be all family, so we good. We got Baby Yoda in the house. We got Baby Yoda in the house. Baby Yoda. She's in the house. Also, we got Miss Marcel Heard. Wow. Baby Yoda say, I'm listening. What is she listening to? The birds? Oh, the video. Okay. Yeah, okay. Wow. Sorry, everyone caught me on the nutty side today. But yes. Okay. Y- Yes, so peace, world, peace. Always remember that positive vibe. Positive vibe. Man. Okay, it's 6:12 p.m. in Cleveland, Ohio. Is that Ohio players or the state Ohio? Or yes, okay, yes, okay.
Okay, I'm back. So I had to grab a couple of pictures. Okay, so you know who Tamar is, right?
Yeah,
Tamar Brooks?
the Braxton sisters,
Yeah.
Braxton family.
Baby Yoda, do you know who Tamar Braxton is? Put a one in the chat if you do. Oh, she's coming up too. Is this really you though, Baby Yoda? 'Cause, I can't have no more pornography over here. Since the picture's up, I'm gonna throw you up there. I need to hear that voice.
Hello.
Ah, that's her. That's what they say when they hear her in their background. That's that lady I be hearing on YouTube.
Is that Ti's wife in the middle?
It is.
Okay, that's all I know.
Okay, so Tiny is in the group Escape, right? So these are two women groups, the SWV and Escape. They are both 90s girl R&B groups. And they are both toxic. No, not both. One of them is more toxic than the other right now. They've all had their days though. So right now, currently, they have a reality show and it's popping. It's if you like drama and just this whole little stuff. I mean, it's just a lot, but everybody's talking about it. Okay, I was like, well, I'm watching it. Why am I not talking about it? So there's a lot of different layers and dynamics to the feuding. The biggest thing is that in the Escape group, let me see, do I have a separate picture? In
I
the Escape,
remember Escape. I thought this was something brand new, but I remember Escape
no,
back in the
neither
day.
one of these groups are. No, these are '90s groups. '90s, baby. Okay, so good. You know who Escape is, and that's the one that Ti's wife is in, right? So and her and Kandi have had a long-term working relationship after even because both of these groups broke up back in the day and got back together later or whatever. But back when in the day, when they broke up, when XSCAPE broke up, Tiny and Kandi went on to become writers and executive producers, and they wrote big hits. TLC's No Scrubs, um, Destiny's Child's Bills, Bills, Bills. Like Tiny was like, this is where the real money is at. That's when she said she first saw real money. So her and Kandi go way back as far as business and sisterhood. So today, and it's relevant because now that we're seeing them on this reality show, and what they're doing is they're trying to merge so they can do. Initially, it was a tour, and now I think it's boiled down to a date, one event, one night. Because there's feuding, and more so on the XSCAPE side, the two sisters, Tasha and Tamika. The two sisters are feuding. More so on one side because one sister, Tamika, say that Tasha stole $30,000 from her. Actually, her husband, I think, is Rocky. And get this, Miss Della, Rocky. We've talked about Rocky here because he started out with R. Kelly, and we know he ain't nothing but a dirty dog. So let me pull up this picture before I get into Rocky's ass, because he's a problem. And he's showing his ass all on this show. And it's embarrassing and it's funny too because people see it.
And if anyone want to watch it on Bravo
Well,
channel,
yeah, it's on Bravo. People see it except for the people who need to see it, which is damn people in the group. Tasha, for one. I just say they need to just go ahead and move on without her. So who am I starting with? Tasha. Oh, Tamar. Tamar. Okay. And you know who Tamar Braxton is, right? You know who the Braxton sisters are, Toni Braxton. That's for you, Miss Della.
oh, I'm sorry. Hello, Miss Della.
Yes, I know who the. I was I'm on a new iPad. I was editing my avatar.
Gotcha.
Yes, I know who the Braxton sister, Toni Braxton.
Okay, so they had a reality show also, and they had a lot of drama on that show. I mean, it was so frustrating. But, one of the sisters passed, Trina. Oh, no, not Trina. Tracy Braxton passed away, I think, last year. So here we go. So Tamar on the left versus ding ding. It's like a boxing ring. Ding ding. Kandi and Todd Burris on the right. I think it's Todd Burris. I know it's Kandi Burris. So I guess Tamar said something cryptic, or she tweeted something or put something on social media. And I think she was on Watch What Happens Live with Andy on Bravo. I don't know if you know what that is, like a little talk show he does. Because, Tamar, Evelyn Lozada, and Nivea, the singer, they're on a reality dating show, and they supposedly are engaged now, Evelyn and Tamar. But nevertheless, they were on this talk show. Somebody asked her about that cryptic message. And when they were asking her, she didn't want to say who, but it was kind of like, well, you can guess. So they boiled down, okay, so the person's on Real Housewives. The person is, so it came down to being Kandi. And the tweet that was, or the message that was cryptic it was drama. It was kind of like, so this person's trying to start shit. I forgot what the actual message was, but it was something that said, okay, well, what went down? Something must have went down. And I don't know, did she get into anything, but Kandi must have said something and set her off, because next thing you know, she got on Instagram Live and told what happened on her side of things. And I'm about to play what she said right now. Let me take this down. There y'all are. It does not feel like a Monday to me. I don't know why. Oh, I know why. I was up all night. I didn't even go to sleep. I think I went to sleep at like 5 o'clock this morning. I was back up at like 9. Sure was.
Wow.
That's why I'm talking off my. I'm just. Okay, let's see. I'm looking at. What am I looking for? Oh, here we go. Okay, y'all see Tamar on the screen. Okay, we're on Twitter. I'm about to play this drama. Okay, let me scroll up and get. Okay, this one you can scroll.
chains of events that actually really. Hey Cora, I love y'all so much. But obviously, I want to address, what's really going on in the press because, I feel like I've worked really hard on myself, and I can't help if somebody asks me a question, and I can't help the chains of events that actually really honestly truly happen. Now, this really all started. Okay, everybody knows that I'm on Dish Nation now, right? And it's really put out about whatever the issues they had with Carlos King. And I was asked about it. Now, I'm gonna be honest, like I'm not like these other reality people. Like I'm a real bona fide 5-time Emmy nominated journalist.
Excuse me. Okay, I'm gonna pause it because I want to make sure we all on the same page. I didn't know she worked for Dish Nation. Did she take Portia's spot? I just remember Portia, the Brat, Head Crack. I think Ricky Smiley sometime. That was his thing. Anyway, I didn't know Tamar was on Dish Nation. So Dish Nation is just kind of like a urban TMZ in a sense. It's like they gossip, they sit around and talk about things and people. And I believe they're based in Atlanta. A lot of times people who sit in the chair on that show get in trouble because things come up with people they know, like the Brat. A lot of times things will come up with Mariah, who she's friends with, or so many people. And she'd be like, I can't talk about that. I'm going to stay neutral on that. But Tamar decided not to stay neutral when the topic of Kandi Burris came up and Carlos King. Carlos King is a producer of reality shows. He does some of the own shows like what is it? DC and Love and Marriage Huntsville and DC. So he does, I think, Love and Marriage DC. I'm not sure if he does Huntsville too. Nevertheless, yeah, I think he does actually. He's like a black Andy from Bravo. So he apparently Kandi has an issue with this man because she accused him of trying to steal the story of XSCAPE. I believe from what I understand, she confided in him, or they confided in him. I mean, I don't know if it was over time or in one sitting where they just talked about stuff, but nevertheless, she got wind of the fact that he was trying to put a biopic together from the information that she relayed to him or they relayed to him, and she was very publicly pissed off about it. Like basically called that man out and called him a thief. Said that he stole their story. So when this information and this gossip came up on Dish Nation, where Tamar works now, Tamar is a friend of Kandi, but her and Kandi have had their hiccups in the past. They literally just made up recently, I think, on Big Brother. But Atlanta's a small city, especially with these celebrities. And if she's working on Dish Nation, a lot of her friends are going to probably come up in the news. She got to learn a more diplomatic way to answer things if she don't want to be held accountable for what comes out her mouth on that TV show. That's just like being here on YouTube and saying something 1 minute and then turn around and saying something different as if nobody didn't hear you the first time. Like, you can't do that. It's on video, dude or girl. But anyway, so she said what she said about Carlos. I think she defended Carlos and said she didn't think Carlos would do something like that, or she took up for Carlos in the situation publicly. So she is going to go on to tell us what happened after that when she ends up seeing Kandi in person. But that's just the setup. That's just like really the core of how this all kicked off. Got it good. You're welcome.
Difference. So for me, I am not comfortable publicly saying or calling someone else a liar without knowing the legitimate facts. That's where I'm standing with that. I wasn't on no, you're not my friend. I don't want to side with you. It wasn't nothing to being messy, but my responsibility for my job and my integrity just lied in that. Or else I just would have said, oh, she lied. Really what I did say is I wanted to hear both sides of the story. you know, something in the milk ain't clean. Just trying to deflect from just outright calling somebody a liar. Because number one, I don't know. Number two, I don't care. Number three, it has nothing to do with me. Okay? Cool. That happened. You know, I put up a clip promoting the show from my point of view in my story, not addressing anybody, not taking sides on nothing, because I really don't care. It really doesn't have anything else to do with me. Okay? So weeks go by, 4 or 5 weeks go by, and we all have a concert together. And I'm leaving my dressing room to go to my dancer's dressing room to bring them their new clothes, and I see Kandi in the hallway. And I'm like, hey, boo, and I give her a hug, you know, whatever, and she just look at me, and she's like, I ain't fucking with you. And I'm like, what? I'm thinking she's kidding. Like, I'm for real thinking she's kidding. And she's like, I ain't fucking with you. I'm like, what happened? She like, oh, well, you said that shit you said about Carlos King was foul. And I'm like, oh, shit. And I honestly, truly forgot about it, right? And I'm like, listen, I didn't mean no harm. You know, I wasn't trying to, you know, go against you or nothing like that. It's, you know, what I just explained to y'all. Like, I just feel like my responsibility is a little bit different. I ain't trying to call nobody publicly a liar when I don't know the whole story. I'm not comfortable with it. And she was like, nah. You said. And I'm like, sis, listen, if I offended you, I am so sorry. Like, you know, like I wasn't coming from that. I thought, man, you made up a big brother. You know, I wasn't coming for you. It's nothing like that. I really, truly, humbly apologize. And plus, I sent her a DM, and I sent you a DM when, you know, when your fans was coming to my page. This was a while ago, and I was just trying to let you know that, you know, I wasn't trying to be, you know, malicious or nothing like that. Nah. But you said, and you did, and then you doubled down and put it in your story. I said, listen, Kandi, I'm not trying to go there with you. You know, we in the middle of this hallway, and now by this time, people swarming around. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, we ladies, we shouldn't be doing this. We can go in my dressing room. Yeah, before I take it to the next level. Now, everybody know, I ain't really here for that. You know what I'm saying? And I'm cool and I'm safe, but I do know how to whip ass. And I don't do that because I don't condone violence at all, right? And I'm like, well, what's the name of the level you want to take it to? Like, what you want to fight? Yeah, I mean, I'm just saying. You said he did steal from us. Right? And I'm like, she is really serious right now. I'm like, all right, like, don't do that. First of all, I'm from Baltimore. We're not going to do that. You know what I mean? And I'm telling her again, it's my 4th time apologizing. I am so sorry if this offended you, right? I wasn't trying to be malicious towards you. And I'm saying this again. This is in the hallway. I'm saying this again.
Hey, Queen.
Nah. I mean, bucking. And I'm like, and I get to the point where I'm like, look, dog, this is not a letter housewives. I'm not getting paid to sit up here and argue with you like this. I'm about to go sing everybody on this bill under the table. I can't argue with you right now. Like, I finna do all that. And then I am trying to completely de-escalate the situation. It's giving bobs and cacklings. And like, then Tadina comes up and like, he comes and get her and he says something to her and then he looks at me in my face. Y'all can believe this shit or not. Nigga look at me in my face and go, you know what it is. Oh, what? Now this is a dude. I don't care. Listen, y'all don't see me grow up on the Braxtons. Y'all don't see me go at it with my sisters. Y'all don't see me, you know, kind of like sporadically go at it with Lonnie. You know what I'm saying? Like, but the truth is, in real life, I'm really a peaceful person. You know what I mean? And I like to have fun and I laugh and play jokes all the time. And so the thing is with me is that me and Kandi or me and another female can argue all day long. But when it comes to dudes in another woman's face to physically threaten them and harm them, that's when the line is drawn. That's when it's like, oh, it's not about her perception on TV. It's not about, what we have known her to be on her reality life years ago. Because remember, I ain't been on reality TV for a long time. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's okay. I get it. But it's no reason for a man to ever step to a woman. Period. And the fact is, that is what happened. And the other fact is, I wasn't trying to bring nothing up, but
Oh, did it end? Oh.
now that I'm on, Peacock and Bravo, I went to
Right. Oh, okay. That's the end of the clip. All right. There's some stuff to unpack right here. Are you there?
You talking to me?
Either one of y'all.
I'm here.
I was saying, did you hear her say that basically Candy's husband sounded like he threatened her?
Yes, it's sad that I don't know who the hell that person is, but
You don't know who Candy's from XSCAPE.
okay.
She's the one who did the writing of the songs with T.I.'s wife, Tiny.
Okay.
So she and Tamar, Tamar's in Atlanta too. See, Atlanta's a small hub for these people, and they all know each other. They go back and forth. These are alpha women, if you want to call them that. They're competitive, especially the ones that be on the reality shows. And definitely Candy's reigning queen right now for being on Real Housewives of Atlanta all these years. But she's not that likable to me. She got a lot of fans though. She got these fans will ride for her, and that's why Tamar was like, I DM'd you to say it wasn't no smoke because your fans were coming over to my to my space. So with that said, I think it's sad that this is playing out publicly like this. Like, these women have amazing platforms, you know what I'm saying? They have an opportunity to do so much more with them, but this is what we get. Where you at, Wayne? Oh, did I let him back up? I think he came back. Oh, he left again. Oh, okay.
Oh, isn't that lovely?
He's having issues. Wayne is having issues. He was all about this. I'm finna call him again. I'm gonna mess with him. What's going on, Queen Keish? Are you watching? I remember you said you didn't. I don't know if you said you don't have TV or you don't have cable, but I don't know if you are up on what's going on with this show, because we're not even on the show yet. I'm actually just talking about something that just came out today, actually, or yesterday, with regard to Tamar Braxton and Kandi having their little back and forth. And it's crazy to, have these professionals, because she was going to a show. They were at a show and she was about to perform when Kandi was getting all in her face. I'm speaking of Kandi. Let's see how Kandi really worked, because people think she is so innocent, and I'm like, no, she's actually not, because there's always some drama around her, but she runs from it, so we never play all the way out with her, and it just kind of goes away. But I remember. Okay, let me find. I think this is. I'm gonna have to break this because it might. I don't want to get no copyright thing, but pause this music. Hello.
Y'all acting real straight. Yo, no, for real, no.
Here comes Peter.
Okay, here's Kandi, child. Now this is Kandi. This is the real Kandi. Are you coming back up, Wayne, or are you just chilling? Okay. Well, let me know if you need the link. Okay, so this is Kandi at her best, child. And this is why I believe Tamar, because this is who we're dealing with. And mind you, we ain't even gotten on the topic of her toxic ass mama. Okay, he's back. You back. You got issues
Yes.
with your phone, your device?
Yeah.
Oh dang.
Sorry about that. I know. Wow.
Oh, so you didn't even hear Tamar pop off.
Oh, I was still. Yes, I was still there. Just
You
I
in the
was there.
replay. Oh, you were. Okay.
Hello,
So
everyone. Miss Della, how you doing? Okay.
Queen is here.
Hi, Wayne.
Oh my God.
Oh Lord. You all right, Wayne?
Yes, I'm fine. I'm drinking a lot of coffee.
Oh, okay. I got you. All right. So, all right. Well, I'm gonna play some of this so we can see who Kandi is, child. Because people want to play the game of, oh, Kandi would never. Yeah, she would. And that's some ratchet ass shit. And she would be so mad if somebody did that to her. She probably already did her performance. And she knows this lady's about to go take the stage. She's like, I was on my way to give my dancers their new costumes. And here she comes. I see her in the hallway. And it just turns into a fiasco, a whole spectacle.
Mm.
Unnecessarily. She couldn't hold her tongue till afterwards at the after party. You could have dealt with that later. It's not that deep. Anyway, people were saying Tamar is just chasing Carlos, chasing a bag basically by licking Carlos's boots. Carlos King is like the king of reality TV right now. And I don't know if Tamar is actually on a show. I'm not sure. Oh yeah, she is. She's on that dating show. Oh yeah, she's in some other drama on from that. That's some other thing. I'm not really going. I don't know nothing about it. All I know about that is that she's on a dating show with Evelyn Lozada from Basketball Wives, as well as Nivea, who is one of Lil Wayne's baby's mama, and she's also a singer from like the '90s, or maybe it was the early 2000s. But nevertheless, they were on Andy Cohen's Bravo talk show and together. And yeah, it turns out the baby mama. So I guess Tamar got engaged too. And his mama's coming out already. They ain't even announced it. She already coming out with her, you know, whatever she got to say. I'm not gonna cover that at all. I'm not really into dating shows too much. I don't know. There's something about dating shows. I used to watch. There was one I used to watch. What was that dude's name? Chuck Woolery. He used to say 2 and 2. We'll be back in 2 and 2. I'm trying to think. What was that called? Something with connection in it. Y'all don't remember that?
I don't.
You probably didn't even watch TV like that, huh? I was young though. I'm not gonna age myself by saying how old, but that show was a popular dating show. That show was actually kind of fun, but I'm not really into dating shows, so I probably will skip that. But I don't know these marriages from these shows, and they don't already. It's only been 3 weeks in. How are you engaged to somebody? Well, people do get married, love at first sight, they say, and they right away.
And,
Damn,
and
damn.
then it go down to a disaster.
Every time, though, aren't there some success stories of these fairy tale,
Well,
love
I
at
remember
first
that
sight?
old time dating show, and I remember only reason this is a flag to me was because one of the guys that remember how you couldn't see who it was, and you basically asked a set of questions. You remember that one?
Um, that's
You
the
could.
one I was just telling you about.
Oh, okay. So wait a minute, hold on.
But
So
I
I
think it's now. I
remember.
think I know the name. I think it's what's called Love Connection.
Yes, that's it.
Chuck
But
Woolery, and he would say, "We'll be back in 2 and 2."
I remember it was one guy that was a damn serial killer up there.
Ah,
Yep, it was in the news, I don't know, a couple of years ago. He was a
ah.
damn serial killer sitting up there on the Love Connection.
Wow. See, that's why. No, they have a lot of these shows like that, and I don't know how heavy they vet these people. I think I just saw another uh, Killer on another show like that. It was on the news recently. Like, it's just not safe. I don't know how people do that, but they do. And people work out. I know a couple 2 years going strong. Just something just like that. Not to put their business out there, because she be coming on here. But yes, it works for some people. But here, let me finish playing some of this Kandi with her stank face. Now, you guys are gonna probably, if you haven't gotten it by now, I'm not a big fan of Kandi. I do like the fact that she stay busy and booked. I do like the fact that she seems to help other people stay busy and booked and get on as well. I like that. But I do not like how it's something about her communications. Like, she doesn't communicate. Either she's a tight-lipped person. Those type of people drive me crazy. When her mother was going all wild and out over at the time it was her fiance, this woman tried everything under the sun not to have her daughter marry this man, and made it very obvious because she didn't want to split the inheritance with this man. And I thought this woman is a horrible woman. But Kandi, just anything that lady say, she good with it. And that I don't like. But that's the mother-daughter dynamic that we've been seeing on TV until now. Because now we got Tamika and Latasha, the two sisters with the mother. I think I do have a picture of those three. I'll get that up before we get to that. But let me finish playing some of this Kandi so you can see how Kandi really rocks, child.
Bucking up his chest at me like he gonna do something. Like, you don't walk up on a woman like that, like you checking me.
We acting straight. Hold up. First of all, you know the rules.
Right, I gotta pause it because YouTube be tripping on stuff like this. Okay. So Peter, who is no longer on the show, but he was also just in the news because he was charged with assaulting some lady at one of his bars. The one he has a bar in Baltimore, Miss Della, I think it's called Bar One. It looks like it's on the water too. It actually looks really nice. And yeah, some lady said he choked her up and all that, but he got off. But yeah, here he is arguing with what it looked like is Kandi. Somebody got in the middle, and then okay, so the lady when you're looking at the screen to the right, that's Mallory, who is Cynthia's sister. They say Cynthia is the quiet one, and Mallory the one that'll pop off. And you're gonna see how she handles Todd. That's who that is facing off with Peter. I don't know if him and Kandi were married at that time. They might have been just together, but nevertheless, he all in the middle of the mix. That's what you got to do to get the check. Bravo, you ain't getting paid unless you give us some smoke. We want to see some fire. We want the numbers up.
You know the rules. What rules? What do you mean what rules? Come on.
You see how she pushed him? I'm gonna go back. Wait.
Don't grab me. Don't grab me.
Please let him go. Please let him go.
Hey, we better than that.
Please let him go.
He's saying let him go. He wants Todd. He think Todd is a punk because Todd is short. I don't never see Peter bucking up at no man like that. Usually it's Nene.
We are better than that.
This is how Tamar was describing her, exactly like this.
You I got this. I understand what you're saying.
Everybody's shaking their head because, like, she is so heated. She can't even control herself. Like, she can't even breathe. I don't even think she drinks. So, like, I don't know what's going on.
Babe.
You better go.
Babe, I got this.
I tried to break them up. You put your hands on me. That's what you did.
Babe, calm down.
I will Kandi up tonight. I will beat up my ass. I'm telling you now. You did not do that. I will drag that whole business and disturb me. Oh my God.
She wild. Mallory's like, bring it, girl. I'm just waiting for you to run out of air.
Oh my God, Kandi, don't do that. You know, don't talk about her man, huh? This is my man. Everybody talking about my man. My man.
Nene is good for TV, child. They need to bring Nene back right now. Now, you know I got to go back. That's the best meme. Oh my God, look at that lipstick. That's a horrible shade. With the blonde too. She was heated. Cynthia's looking like, oh, this poor child. Fighting with my husband like they fucking. You would think they are, the way she going at it.
Babe, calm down, calm down.
Kandi up tonight. I will beat her my ass. I'm telling you now.
You cannot do
But she gonna beat her ass.
How would
She is so mad.
you drag that hoe
you got business. Oh my God, Kandi, don't do that. You know, don't talk about her man, huh? This is my man. Everybody talking about my man. My man. Oh, I'm so tired, child. I'm so tired. I'm really tired. I will drag you in this bitch.
All that talk and nothing happened.
I wasn't talking to you, Peter. I ain't no man. I ain't talking about
Who's you talking to?
Let me walk away.
Where's she at? Where's she at? Where's Kandi? Where is Kandi?
You guys know me. I'm better than that.
There ain't no suckers in this place.
Stop, baby, stop.
What is going on now? What happened?
She is so mad. This is how she was with Tamar. I believe Tamar, because this is not the first time or last time we've seen Kandi like this either.
Happened? What's going on? What's going on?
We know Cynthia ain't gonna bust a grape. She ain't gonna do nothing really. But we know her sister will pop off.
There it is.
She
So why are you trying her? So, yeah. So we know that Kandi is more than capable of going off like that in a public place. Okay, Wang. He said he's having Wi-Fi troubles. Child, I hear you. I was having them too. All right, so I have two of these pictures. Della.
Yes.
Wayne left, so now I'm talking to you. What you
That
watching?
is a nice picture. They look good.
So Kandi into it with Tamar. I believe Tamar, especially based on how Kandi gets down. We've seen it before. And we've heard it before. And you know what I'm gonna do next? Heard it all before.
Yeah.
Hey. So with that said, I'm gonna slide on into the SWV XSCAPE drama because Kandi as well is, she's not in between her and Tamika, but she is herself also a piece of drama with that whole situation with Tasha. This is Tasha on the left, Kandi on the right. Tasha, one of the Scott sisters, she's married to Rocky Bivens. I don't know if you remember when we covered Rocky Bivens over here. He used to work for R. Kelly. Actually, that's how he got started in the business. So, are you there? You got me? You following? Because I'm a follow up.
I'm following. Keep going.
So Rocky Bivens is married to Tasha. Now Tasha. So this reality show is about 3 episodes in. And every episode, Tasha has shown the whole world that Rocky runs the show with regard to her business. They say he's in the group's business because of her. So with that said, they can't get anything done because it's always, well, let me pray on it, when really that just means let me talk to Rocky about it. On camera, he acts very enthusiastic and very diplomatic towards the whole situation and all of that. But I can tell you this, behind closed doors, that is not it. Because you could tell on camera he's being fake. So the whole thing with Rocky right now is that Tasha's sister, Tamika, who also is in the group, found out that Tasha and her husband Rocky has stole money from her, $30,000 worth of money. This came out on the first episode. The mama was pissed off for her saying this out loud and denied it, and everybody now feels like the mama got a piece of it. Now, the whole thing is that Rocky was their manager at the time. He might still even be. I don't think he is, but I know he's Tasha's manager. But at the time, he was also Tamika's manager. And so he had access to her information, her banking information, and all of that. So I believe she said that he just basically changed some routing numbers on the deposits and ended up funneling her money to them, to the sister, or to him, really. I believe it was him, and I believe the sister found out and just went along with it, and as did the mama. They treat that girl like, she's not even a relative. And she already explained she was a daddy's girl, and I believe the daddy has passed, but the daddy left the mama and left her bitter. So everybody, pretty much has decided the mama's just taking out on her. And she looks more like him too. But nevertheless, you got a sister who stole $30,000 on TV. You put her business out there and her husband. Now it comes out that Rocky has probably allegedly has a side baby outside of the marriage, a recent baby. Some stuff came out in the last year, and he's been trying to cover it up, but it's coming out now because the lady is now speaking out. So like, he's got all this stuff coming out, and he is too old for this. He's been in the business a long time, since dealing with R. Kelly. So how he got to be dealing with R. Kelly is because I believe he came in initially as security. I'm not sure who he came in through, but he was the one who would stand on stage while he was performing, and Bruce would come on as well. Bruce was rapping at that time. Well, I guess Bruce, they must have I don't know if they got into it or he just was not there, but he needed a replacement for Bruce, and he picked Rocky. Rocky stood on stage long enough to learn to know the words and know the moves. So all I did, probably just put a pair of lokes on his face and told him to go to work. So from there, he just was in the game. He said R. Kelly never paid him. And he wasn't just doing that. He was doing all kind of stuff for that man. He said what he did do from R. Kelly, he didn't get paid, but he learned things, how to do business, I guess, and how to finesse, because what he ended up doing was he met Tasha. Mind you, she was not this Tasha back then. Let me see if I have the older picture when they were younger. She didn't look like this. But he attached himself to her, and he's been with her ever since, and he seems to be her Svengali. He's back.
Wayne.
I'm so sorry I'm having the Wi-Fi trouble.
It's all good. What kind of weather you got over there? You got bad weather?
42.
42 degrees?
Yes.
Mm.
It's very cold over here.
Oh, I don't have no young pictures of Tasha. But she was big, and you could tell she was insecure still about it, even though she looked like she got work done, because her head is still big, but her body, she's like, she had a big head and like a smaller body. She's like bigger at the top a little bit too. I mean, not to dissect her like that, but I'm just trying to just figure out her issues, because she just stayed with an attitude. The mama be on her side. That's what came out in the last episode, is Tasha, I'm sorry, the other one, Tamika, invited her mama over, cooked her a nice salmon dinner. And the mama came in and they didn't even eat. They so busy crying and hugging, and the mama was being fake. She told the mama, I'm gonna have to back up off this, mama, because I've been dealing with this pain for all my life. And that's like the best thing to do, when you recognize where the toxicity is coming from and it's really hurting you. You gotta back up off of that. You gotta cut people off. You should not be entertaining a person who is causing you pain on a regular basis. Every time you encounter the person, you leave with a new fragment, a new fragmented piece of yourself. These people, sometimes I feel like, there's a thing. It's called a psychic attack. And a lot of times I feel like these demon spirits and energies come through certain people just for you. They might just not even know it. These things attach themselves to people. And, next thing you know, y'all are arguing all the time. But there's no need to be doing that and constantly subjecting yourself to that. It affects your health, everything in a negative way. So, what was I saying about these two? So, back in the day, Kandi and Latasha were the ones who had the issue in the escape. They were the two who seemingly were the reason the group didn't function and eventually ended up breaking up. And then when they tried to reconnect, she was also very iffy on it, as well as this time around. This time that we're talking, whenever they filmed this, I don't even know when they filmed this show, but it's airing now. So Tasha, her husband Rocky is such a scammy. Like, you just have to see this man. And we talked about him, but I never saw him like this and on a show. Like, to see him be. You should see him, how he looks like he's just trying to pimp her. And my thing is, she left the group years ago to go solo, and yet I ain't never heard of nothing going on. But now here we are all these decades later, and she's in front of the Motown people, the gospel people. She wants to do gospel, but look what you stealing $30,000 from your sister, and you want to sing gospel. You really want to play with fire. That's just not the move. And I feel like Rocky is behind it. He's like this mastermind. I'm gonna build you up. You don't need them. They need you. They easily don't need her. Like, she's great. Probably got the best voice in the group, to be honest. But they can still function without her, with the old songs, with all the hits. Yeah. They could just get guest stars to come in and rotate out, in and out, I feel like. Even though that's actually one of the issues. So Kandi and Latasha seemingly have found a place where they can kind of just chill and be chill in the same space. But back in the day, it wasn't like that. Tasha accused Kandi of, because Kandi used to sleep with Jermaine. Well, I won't say it like that. Kandi and Jermaine Dupri apparently had a relationship when they were on Dupri's label, So Def. He was the person that pretty much, if you want to say somebody got built, he built that group. Latasha, she probably did feel like she was the best out of the group singing wise, but if you were to see how she looked then, and I'm definitely don't want to body shame, because that's what she claimed her sister did to her recently, is body shame her, saying she didn't have no ass. And I don't think that's body shaming to say, what ass? You ain't got no ass. Because some people don't want no ass. Some people don't like ass. I mean, I'm just saying, women, like, they, ask a Karen if they want to have a booty. Nowadays, actually, they do. I take that back, because they do like a little plump. As a matter of fact, they be buying them little pads too. Dum dum diddy. That's a test, Wayne. You fell in the test. Oh, he's having Wi-Fi trouble. We'll have to give him grace on that. So, yeah, I was trying to see. Let me see if I could pull up a picture of how Tasha looked. Tasha Scott. What should I put in here to find the picture I'm looking for? Oh, are they giving me all the cute New pictures. Let me see. Oh yeah, this might be one. Gosh, she looks so different today. Wow. I'm sorry, but SWV had all the hits. XSCAPE was cool, but SWV was it, man. Okay, I'm gonna have to put in fat. I hate to do this. She probably had them pictures all scrubbed off the internet. She's like, I want all of those pictures down now.
So Wayne,
Yeah. Yeah.
what do you have to add? Okay.
That's what he's adding. Okay, well, is he on or off? Let me look. I'm not even on that page. Oh, he's back. Okay.
I'm sorry. Sorry that I got in and out. This ain't gonna.
You sound a little muffled. I can hear you though, but Miss Della, Miss
Oh,
Della,
okay.
there you go. Miss Della was asking if you had anything to add to this situation. I was talking about Latasha and her toxicity, basically between her and Kandi back in the day, to lead up to the fact that now her and her sister are feuding over that $30,000, and now the mama's in the middle of it. The mama and sister's getting dragged all over the internet because she's not addressing it. When she's going on these interviews and they're asking, well, what's the problem between you and your sister? She's like, I didn't like the way she spoke to my mother. It's between when she apologized to her mother, to our mother, then we can speak. And I'm thinking, well, what about the accusation that you stole $30,000? That's not a problem. See, she's acting like it's not the elephant in the room, like it's right there. So I don't know. She says she's not going to press charges, but she says she got receipts of this. And I feel like if you could get as low as that, and to me, that's Rocky Bivens. That says Rocky Bivens to me. He learned it from R. Kelly. That's where he comes from, the school of R. Kelly. I'm trying to tell you, this guy's a whole creep. He found this woman in the industry, vulnerable. He was able to, now he's married. They have a family and all that. I'm not trying to take that away, but I'm just saying that she was easy prey, an easy way into the industry where he could be in her ear. He was supposedly behind a lot of things. I don't know if you ever watched the show R&B Divas. Latasha was on there as well, and that was a reality show back I don't know how long ago that was, but Selena, who was on there? Selena Johnson. I'm drawing a Nikki Gilbert. What is that lady's name? She can sing and she got a ton of kids. I think she just had her 10th or 11th child. Kiki. Oh God. Anyway, it was a very nice group of R&B singers. Latasha was a part of that. They say Rocky behind the scenes is the reason the show didn't go any further than what it was, because he's back there trying to, do dumb stuff with probably some negotiations, thinking she's, going to give more than this one or that one or whatever he does. I don't know what his problem is, but he's fucking it up for her. Okay. And she's allowing it. Like, girl, wake up. I mean, what has he even done for you? I haven't seen her. She acted like, what they said she said to them when she left the group back in the day? She was leaving the group because she supposedly had a deal on the table. Now, I don't think it ended up working out, which is why she's saying now she don't like telling people with her business. But back then, when she thought she was leaving the group, Kandi said she started distancing herself and actually, putting herself on a higher level than them in her mind. I guess she said something like, it's like she's Gladys and we were the Pips. Start acting funny. And finally, at the end of the day, when it was all exposed, she said to Kandi something like, now you can, go on and do something, like, I don't know, something. It wasn't singing. All of them, basically, she was telling them to go fuck themselves, but in a way, like,
Damn.
her sister, I think she said, well, now you can go have more kids, and Tiny, you can go do this. And like, she was like, because I'm leaving the group, like they not gonna survive in music without her. And turns out Kandi and Tiny ended up being the biggest of, the people who made it, you want to say, with the writing of those hits for TLC and the other people I mentioned. So, and I think he even said something on the show like, oh, I'm tired of sitting back and watching them win, or something to that effect. Kiki Wyatt, thank you, Michelle Hurd. Somebody's listening. Yes. Miss Michelle Hurd in Ohio. Where the babies at, girl? You ain't said nothing about the babies today. And this is an R. Kelly free zone, so we're good. But yeah, Kiki Wyatt, that was a good reality show, and there was drama on that show with all them divas. I mean, it's not going to be called R&B divas, and there's no divas on the show. That's going to clash. And it's the same thing with this show. So Latasha and her sister have this whole $30,000 situation going on. The husband, he's like weird. She's messing up XSCAPE's bag. All they want to do is sing and get paid. Like, what is the problem? But now we have that, and then now we have Kandi and who is it? Wait, it's Latasha and her sister. And yeah, I think that was actually it as far as they are concerned. But then now Tamar is coming in with her drama with Kandi. It was something else that was going on with them too. XSCAPE. Riley and Romeo. Oh, they walked in. Oh, all right, girl. Well, I'm gonna be ending this anyway because I'm apparently feel like I'm talking to myself. It's all good. I don't even remember what the other thing was about XSCAPE and oh yeah. Now I remember. It is Kandi. So the other thing that's being portrayed on the show, this episode, so they finally come to terms that they're gonna do this event, this one big night. They're gonna, do this show together, and it comes up by management whether or not who's gonna headline. And SWV, basically Coco was like, well, we should probably co-headline, don't you think? And Kandi was like, no, we don't we headline our tours. And they're like, well, this isn't your tour though. And see, that's the difference. And that's what I think people are missing. Because I'm looking at it on like Twitter. I'm on Twitter and stuff. And people are like, they've headlined for XSCAPE before. What's the problem? I mean, not headline. They've opened. And Coco from SWV, her whole thing is, bitch, we've sold 30 million records. And y'all have sold barely like 7. I think it's 9 on record. So 9 million versus 30 plus million. And they still booking shows. They're on this show. And it was only 3 episodes in. They done been to Africa. They was in Philadelphia. They've been hopping on planes. And these other group people, XSCAPE, they arguing over money too, but it's money, within the households, the sisters. Yeah, Michelle, I talked about the sisters and the money. But I knew it was something else, and it was Kandi, because Kandi says she feels like, XSCAPE needs to be headliners because that's what they only headline. She said otherwise it'll mess up their money. And I don't know how it works, because she's saying basically that if they co-headline or allow or take or let them take top billing, that it will affect their bottom line, that they're not going to be paid at their normal higher rate. Kandi has a YouTube channel called Speak On It, I think. And people love to say what Kandi said on Speak On It. Well, Kandi said, Kandi said. I'm like, so what Kandi said don't mean it's true just because she's saying it. Because what Kandi said apparently was that XSCAPE gets paid 3 to 4 times more per show than SWV. And should they allow SWV to take top billing, they would then have to get a lesser amount of pay. Now, I still don't understand how it works. But my thing is, girl, you got so much money, all these businesses and things you're doing, you and your husband, and it's a one-night show. You telling me you can't co-headline with these sisters? And on top of that, they're the bigger draw, in my opinion, music-wise. SWV, for me, the music is everything. And so it would be them for me. And Coco was like, I'm not even trying to hear this, period. Like, no, I'm not opening for no XSCAPE. And so people are online arguing about the fact that SWV might have more sales, but that doesn't translate into ticket sales, and that XSCAPE has Kandi and Tiny, T.I.'s wife, who are on reality TV, who have a bigger reach. So they feel like because of that, they deserve top billing because they are going to be ensure that the seats are filled. But I disagree. I feel like SWV, they don't need social media to push their tickets, because once people know that they're out there touring in their city, they're going to go. I'm telling you, SWV is the shit, okay? And people, I don't know where she's getting the information, this one person in particular. And actually, someone actually debunked her. So, but yeah, she was saying all this stuff. I was like, this must be Tiny, because you are tripping. But yeah, as far as the money goes between the sisters, shame on Latasha, shame on Rocky. I don't even see how Latasha, to me, for Latasha to be with a Rocky, and he has this side chick says they've been together for 10 years and she got this man's baby. Now, at the time where she came out with this, she was pregnant. And I think she had a sonogram that she was showing, and he denied it, of course. Probably threatened her because she came back and said that her computer was hacked and that it wasn't true. But now she's coming back to say, don't talk about my baby. Because I guess Latasha said something on an interview about rumors about side babies that aren't true. And she came out and she was very vocal, child. Like, let me see if I had that actually. Was that Rocky Bibbins? Rocky Bibbins. Side chick. We doing the weirdest. And I found it too. Oh, but it's somebody's YouTube. I can't show no YouTube channel. Oh, maybe this one I can do. See, this one is from December. Now, what I'm talking about just happened like today, yesterday. Yeah, this is back in December where it says Latasha Scott's sister wife confirms end of Rocky Bibbins. Wait, what? Let me open this. He is such a slime ball. Well, the baby's here now. So all you need is a DNA test, sis. Get you a DNA test and take him to court, y'all. Okay, this is on Rhymes with Snitch. Last week, XSCAPE lead singer Latasha Scott's husband got put on blast by his alleged pregnant side chick, Yunuku Fusha. And then she sets the record straight, proving happy side chicks never talk. She tells her followers that being with Rocky is not what she wants. She says, have you accepted that you and Rocky will never live happily ever after, even if Latasha leaves him? She said, y'all really think I did this so he can be with me? Y'all really got me effed up. Okay. It's not really a lot. There's a lot of comments here. Latasha's husband is a dusty, having affairs with anybody that looks cute to feel good about himself. What a loser. Him and the stupid hoe. I can't argue with that. He is pretty dusty, and he is definitely a loser. He been living off this lady. I mean, what else does he even have going on? I think he has other artists that he's, trying to work with, but I think what he really does is groom the up and coming artists, because this is what these type of people do. They get a little bit of notoriety, get on a reality show or two, or your wife is Latasha from XSCAPE, so you have access. So it's easy to prey on younger artists who are up and coming, and I see him. I feel like he does that. That's my intuitive feeling about Rocky Bibbins. He's literally an R. Kelly, but he's out here having babies and whatnot. Been with this lady 10 years. How you gonna have a 10-year side piece? You not know at some point that is definitely gonna blow up on you. Your best bet would be that it happens at your funeral, and she shows up there with the kids. So you got both your families front row and center, child. All these people in the comments have got all these stories about women who have been in this type of situation. Side chicken. Being a side chicken. All right, well, listen, I'm going to end this because I don't feel like I didn't cover all my points. The mother is trash. Let me say that too. Latasha and Tamika's mother, she's all up in the show, claiming to be a fifth member of the group and being very obviously biased against Tamika. And I'm glad Tamika addressed her and, let her know how she really felt and got it off her chest. And I hope she does back up off the lady until she can show her the respect she deserves. Because just because you're somebody's parent doesn't mean you can't respect them as a person. And especially as an adult that you hope, if that's your child, maybe you've raised this person. You should be proud that they're their own person and should not be trying to be taking them down. Like this lady called her daughter, she whispered to the other daughter on camera that she's jealous of her. She's jealous of you or something like that. While her back was turned. The whole world saw that and it was disgusting. Like, why would you do that to her sister? To the sister about the sister, like as a mother. Come on now. Michelle said it was a plot. Which part? You actually, you know what? You made me remember something too. See? That's why I shouldn't be just hopping off real fast because I still have things to say. But yeah, I was thinking, what if it was a plot? What if they were all in on it? Even Tamar, because think about it. Like I said, they're in this hub, Atlanta, where all this is the new, Black Hollywood. And these people will do anything for a check. And I feel like if you drum up this type of beef, especially while you're on a reality show, everybody wins. Because Tamar, if she's on a dating show, but I don't know, who knows how long that's gonna last her. She's gonna need to keep doing something. I don't know if Vincent Herbert is over there cutting any checks or what, but as far as I know, she's a single mother. But you want to make sure people see you. When you're an actor and actress in Hollywood, you need to be visible. But the type of work Tamar is probably looking for, Carlos is right up her alley. The reality shows that he produces is full of drama and toxicity. Like I said, Love and Marriage Huntsville, that's him. Love and Marriage DC. And you can tell that these people do this for the check. You can tell the petty arguments and the petty disagreements that they come up with. It's like, are you really going to argue over that? Are you really going to nitpick that? Like, I wouldn't last a second on a reality show because I wouldn't be arguing. I'm going to be like, that's dumb. Like, I'm not going to argue with you about it. Okay? I would probably not get any camera time because nobody would want to film with me. Because I'm going to keep it too real. It's just sad that happened to her family. You're talking about, you're saying that it was a plot against Tamika, the one that had the money stolen. Let me bring that up. It's a wrap. Okay, here's the sisters. So we got Tamika on the left and Latasha on the right. Tamika on the left is the daddy's girl, the girl who had, when they took that money from her, she was pregnant. Well, she was expecting when she found out about the money. I think what it was royalties, and I think it was over several payments. I don't believe it was a lump sum of $30,000, but she says she had to pay taxes on that $30,000 because she earned it, and if she didn't pay the taxes on it, she had to pay the taxes on it. So Phil, how does that? How would that make you feel to have to pay taxes on money somebody stole from you, and your own sister stole that money from you? And as a mother, you want to sit there and did nobody steal from you? Ain't nobody steal nothing from you. That tells me you must have gotten a cut, because you should be asking questions. Mom, you should be wondering, why am I even saying these things? Questions are, going to lead you to the truth. Instead of, no, nobody stole from you. Cut them cameras off. Girl. So, yeah, the mama's toxic. Latasha, I think the mom coddled Latasha because Latasha was a big girl. Big girl. She even said people will refer to her, the big girl can sing. This is still something she will remember. And it's not like Tamika's small. I mean, she's, she's cute shape. But I'm saying at that time, she was thick too. All of them were kind of. I mean, now that I'm thinking about it. Do I have those pictures? Let me see. Yeah. Yeah, I should have came later and got my pictures together. Next time I'm not going to come on unless my pictures are downloaded. Okay, there we go. Who can I run to? That's the only song of Escape that I know. I don't even know. What other songs that they have? I know SWV. I was playing them earlier. I was playing I'm so into you. Hey, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Coco and her son be singing. I think he's 19. He wants to be a singer. He has a very nice voice. Okay, who's this? So fine, so fine.
I just found out that Jada Pickett's daughter was a singer.
How? When she had I Whip My Hair Back and Forth. I know you didn't know that
What
song.
the hell that is?
I Whip My Hair Back and Forth. She was a big little hit when she did that. That sounded like that would have been up your alley, Miss Rock and Roll.
No, they do not play that on Ozzy's Boneyard.
So this picture is SWV back in the day. I don't have the one of XSCAPE. But yeah, Coco, the lead singer, she's the one on the right. She admitted on camera about her bipolar diagnosis. I think it was bipolar depression. She was diagnosed and medicated. And that was probably why she was always so problematic herself. She was always toxic. I remember they had a reality show before, and Coco was a ticking time bomb child, but now she seems cool. She probably smokes a little marijuana. She's chill vibes. Much happier for it. So there's nothing wrong with going to see a head doctor, y'all. If that's what you got to resort to, just get some help, child. A lot of these people on YouTube need some serious help. Expect Tiny was small. Tiny was small. What? But Tiny's short, but I don't think she was like, because they've all had body work. And Tiny had her thick moments too. I don't think maybe back then because they were really young. And that's when she probably met Ti too, and he was a lot younger than her at the time. He really didn't have nothing going on. If it wasn't for Tiny, he would be nothing. He would be nothing. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, they said so. Lily in the middle, she said that when the group broke up back in the day, because Coco went solo. She had one song that I remember. I think it was Sunshine. She said she was homeless. She had to sleep in her car. I mean, she said she drove around New York all night till like the sun was coming up, so she would feel safe enough to be able to sleep in her car. So she would park at the Giant Stadium parking lot and go to sleep when the sun was coming up. I was like, dang, you didn't have no communications with your girls? They was probably all mad at each other. I'm sure they was pissed off at Coco because that's pulling the plug on your people like that. Just knowing that, I want to be a star. I want to go solo. And knowing that your people are going to suffer from it. That's cold. Seemed to me you would be able to work it out where you could do both. You could still make sure they get in a check. And then you could also do some solo stuff. I mean, what's the problem? Oh yeah, this is SWV. So fun, so fun, cute fun. With the way. Yeah, I can't play it because stupid YouTube. They ding everything. All right, that's all I got. I'm done with y'all. No, I'm just kidding. I appreciate you. What are y'all up to? What's today? It's just Monday, man. I'll probably be back. If I come back tomorrow, to be earlier in the morning with my coffee, depending on what's going on in the news. Tomorrow is we on Trump watch. So tomorrow, when should this happen, Ms. Della? If he ends up in cuffs?
Either tomorrow or Wednesday, and that this need to hurry up and happen. Just like any other criminal gets locked up, he can go get locked up too.
Oh dang, they gonna drag it out then.
Yeah, they gonna drag it out. He's the one that announced that he wants people to protest. So hopefully he can just get arrested, and of course you already know it's gonna be a circus.
But even by saying that should be able to get him arrested because that's inciting violence.
The man posts 20, 30 rants a day. Name call and always talking about somebody. They never gonna do it. Not for that they ain't.
Okay, well I'll be looking out for it.
Okay.
All right, y'all. Love ya. Bye.
All right. Bye.